Alright guys, this is Celeste with the silver cord, and I am going to try something new this month, with it being the last full moon of this decade. I thought it was time to maybe bring out something new, since I've been having a hard time getting back into doing all the astrological signs for every month. Was a lot of videos. It's hard for me to do. I'm a single mom. I got a lot of other things going on. So this month what I'm going to do is, this is going to be a full moon reading. This is going to be involving all the energies surrounding this last moon of this year, and the energies that we're going to be bringing into January with us. So it's going to do the overall energy, week 1, week 2, the new moon and its energy, week 3, week 4, and then some advice and a couple of oracle cards just to see if we can get a full message going on. Gonna own up, I'm a big cheat. I like to do the readings ahead of time. I write down all the messages. I hate to miss something important that you guys may need. So in my other videos, I've talked about how we have the Pluto Saturn conjunction, which happens like every 30 years. So this is really important, especially if you can recognize your own 30-year cycles. This is going to be, whatever's going on right now will be kind of how you roll through the next long foreseeable future, unless you take in some serious effort to change it. With it also being in a trine with Venus, this is all about your heart at this point. So where is your heart truly? The big message I got was, are you hiding? Or are you suspicious? Because if you're suspicious of your partner, there's a reason that you're looking for something. Whether they're doing something or not doesn't really matter. The fact that you're suspicious means there's something going on. Because they could be totally innocent and you're just looking for some reason to get out of it. Yeah. So when it comes to Venus, there's going to be some hard things. Also, if you're hiding things from your partner. If your partner can't look at your phone, there's a problem. I mean, nobody likes to hear that, and everybody's like, oh, it's my phone, don't touch my phone, I deserve my privacy, and you do. And your partner shouldn't feel the need to check your phone. But at the same time, you shouldn't feel the need to lock your phone from your partner. Because that means you're hiding stuff from them. That means you're hiding stuff from yourself as well, things you don't want to recognize. Alright, so that's what the Pluto-Saturn-Venus trine is bringing into this month. Also, Jupiter going into Capricorn. I was talking about this before too. That is the grumpy old goat energy. He gets things done in a serious manner. It is all about business gets done best in a business setting. That is the big message I got through for that. So if you're working at your job really hard, or especially if you work from home, business gets done best in a business setting. So set you up an office area, get yourself organized, and yeah, do it right. That's the big message for that. All right, so let's get into the reading. First we got the sun. Now the sun is all about achievement and satisfaction and material gains and happiness and material happiness. So this is the energy that's overflowing this moon. It is all about gain and material happiness. But the ego or your inner intuition is still, you or someone around you is suspicious, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Are you just there for material gain? Or are they just there for material gain? Now, if this is a question you're even asking yourself, then you really, really need to reflect on the entire relationship, whether this is family, whether this is a lover, whether this is work partners. Are you being used or are you using someone is the question you need with all this material gain coming in. Now, going into week 1, because of all your gain, you have a high chance of overindulging. And now we're going into Christmas, so this could very much, or the Yule season, and as this is the first week after the full moon, so this is going to be next week. Be mindful you're not overindulging. So be mindful you're not overindulging, and make sure that you keep persevering forward and maintain that frequency of financial gain and material gain. Maintain that frequency. But now with this deck, with this card, it shows her standing in the cold, which suits the cold moon that we're going into. So if you have all this material gain around you, why do you still feel cold? Is going to be the question you need to ask yourself next week while you're shopping and you're running around and you're spending all this money on all these other people. Do you feel cold while you're doing it? Because if you do, then you really need to question your connections with the people that you're overindulging and spending on. For week 2, this is the week leading up to Christmas. We got the Knight of Rods, reversed. Now this represents someone who falls easily into temptation. And this could be you or this could be someone around you, but this could be also the overindulging, falling easily into temptation or being manipulated by things you're tempted by. It also came with the 5 of Cups, or 5 of Hearts, which means while you're overindulging, are you overindulging because you feel bad about something? Is your mind preoccupied and filled with regret right now, so you're trying to splurge and overindulge these people so that they don't know that your heart's not really in it, or you're really not as enthusiastic as you're playing? All right, now for the new moon, which all the new moons since Scorpio have been in 4 degrees, and they will until Aries season. So this is a major 444 reset, 4444 reset going on. And this is right smack dab in the middle of it. So this moon is going to be at 4 degrees, and it's coming with the energy of the High Priestess. This is coming with a ton of goddess, positive, guiding force, intuition, energy coming at you with this moon. I love this card too because it's got the dark moon and the light moon just like my arms. And she's watering the ground that she stands on, and she's nurturing those around her. And I love the unicorn in the background and the butterfly, and she's all about transforming energy. Now, the problem with transforming means you are raising your frequency. And when you raise your frequency, you hit a point where you hit the edge of your new comfort zone. And this could make you feel restrained with the 2 of Rods here. This can make you feel, and it's reversed, this can make you feel restrained by your others' expectations of you, is the message I got for this new moon. So it's, you have all the energy in the world now to transform, to butterfly out, to come out of your cocoon. You're ready to do it. You've hit the frequencies you need to hit. The only thing holding you back is others' expectations of you. And because they expect it of you and they're pushing the programs that you've been breaking, you can feel restrained by this, and it can cause you to have a little bit of a lack of faith because it's going to be something with this regret that's pulling into it. Now, for week 4, you're guarding your finances strongly at this point. So this is Christmas. The 26th is the new moon. So right after the 26th, you're going to be in guard mode over your money. This is a lot of more divine, feminine, creation, energy, and intelligent, cultured energy here that's going into this. But she's also smart, and she's also taking care of the details of what she needs to do to keep this energy of creation and manifesting going on. Now, this is the Four of Rods reversed. This is sex without love. Excess of pleasures to hide the fact that you're miserable someplace else. Worried about a loss of prestige. Now, this goes back with this card too. So the top cards are kind of like, the underlying cards are your higher self. And that's the higher energy that's running. This is the human program, emotional tie downs of this dimension are these cards on top. So this card is all about an excess of pleasure, sex without love, staying somewhere that you don't belong anymore because you're worried about a loss of prestige. Someone's going to question your character. Now what's funny is, by the 4th week, this is now on your higher plane. The same energy. Same exact cards. I couldn't make this stuff up, guys. I wish I'm not doing the shuffling on camera right now. Plus, I like to write it down. For some reason, when I write the words down, they come out easier later. So, Four of Rods, again, reversed. Stop playing the game. You're not... Three of Hearts reversed. This is all things that have you bound down. Your expectations and third-party situations and what you got going on in the back of your mind versus the front of your mind. Do you spend more time on your cell phone and your relationships in your cell phone and your DMs and playing around in there than you actually do with the person you're with? Then you need to see that this is what's happening. Are you putting on a persona with the person you're with? Have you created yourself a gilded cage? What I've seen a lot of people do this year, and I've seen this with more than one person, it's not even so much that you made yourself a gilded cage. It could be a horrible, horrible cage you've created for yourself. And I've watched so many people this year try to break out of these cages during the eclipse season last year, only to find themselves exactly back in the same exact spot they were last year or the year before, repeating the same exact cycle. I have literally watched people rebuild an identical life, and all they did was change the person they're with. They just updated the version. But around them is the same exact emotions, the same exact setting. I mean, it was trippy to watch. And I watched like 4 or 5 people do this. Y'all don't understand. I'm studying you. If you're on my Facebook friends list, then you're probably being studied in some manner or some way, or I have you marked. I have several friends that I actually follow very hardly, and I like to see the similarities in the timelines as they're going as associated with their zodiac signs. So, Aries got hit hard. We had Chiron go retrograde in Aries. And the last time that happened was in the 70s, and that's when divorce rates skyrocketed. And they skyrocketed this year again. So that was a major shift that happened back last eclipse season. So if you have found yourself either on the verge of a comfort zone that you're getting ready to break out of, or if you're just waking up and realizing that you have recreated the same exact situation with a new person, or you're recreating the same exact situation with an old person, recognize those cycles, because the only way to break them is to recognize them. For your advice is walking away to serve your higher purpose, a higher calling. You're done with this part. You're done with these gossipy people in the background and what they've got to say and their judgment and all their other bullshit. And you're grabbing up your cups and you're like, that's it. Taking my toys and I'm going home. What is it, Cartman? Screw you guys. I'm going home. And the only thing that's going to trap you still hanging around these people. Look, and you're not leaving them high and dry. There's little cups. You know, you can follow what I'm doing, but I'm not holding myself back anymore. That's what your higher self is telling you to do. Now, the lower vibrations are telling you, if you do this, you're going to be disgraced. Your lower self, your lower vibrations are imprisoning you with fear. Fear of judgment of these people that you should be just walking away from at this point. And not worrying about what they have to say and listening to your higher intuition. Like I said, with the holiday season, this is, you know, playing out. You're going to be dealing with family and everything else, and that kind of reconnects and makes little connections stronger. So try not to let others' judgment cost you. Because if you can manage to do this, you get that. You get triumph. You get victory, and you get this victory through diplomacy and discussion that brings this victory. And this is how you're going to be able to ascend. The only thing you're worried about is nostalgia, and you're stuck in a comfort zone that you've built for yourself. I get the same message through with this one. It's, are you in a different place, yet still back where you started somehow? All right, so those are the hard questions that we all need to be asking ourselves between this full moon and the next full moon. For the oracle cards that I've drawn for you, I thought this was really interesting. Two fell out. We got the desert and rain. Two completely polar opposite cards. And the vision quest is all about going out and reflecting and seeking higher guidance from your higher self without anyone else's energy around you. Vision quests are when you just pack a little bit of water, a little bit of supplies, and you go out into the desert with the most bare minimum stuff that you need to survive. And you go out there in seek of guidance, and you meditate and you do all these things for a couple of days and really clear your energy so that you can see clearly where you need to go. And once you do that, it's going to be like a purification. You'll come back and you'll be purifying yourself of all these things that have been weighing you down, and all this negativity and all this regret and all this other nonsense that you've just been beating yourself up over 2019, because it was a very, very hard year for a lot of people. Some of us had some very strange and weird things happen. Some of us have tapped into different frequencies and different energies and learned amazing things about ourselves. And this vision quest will affirm your belief in yourself. And then you will be able to purify yourself of all this. I suggest with the purification you do a bath ritual or something along those lines. Take a few days to really get back into a meditation cycle or yoga or something to really cleanse, and like some sort of quest or a goal, small time goal. That's a spiritual goal. And then once you hit it, do a purifying ritual, or do a purifying, you can do a shower, you can do, if you live someplace that rains, you can do a rain ritual or bath ritual or something with water to give you that purifying sense. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. This is intense. I don't predict all of 2020 being this intense. Things should start to smooth out. They will either smooth out or your cycles will roll into a way that they're comfortable with you dealing with them again. So, but for those of us who have really been doing the shifting and really been doing the transforming, 2020 is going to be amazing. If you can do it, 2020 is going to be amazing. All right, guys, if this helped you out, please hit the subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and I will talk to y'all later.